This time I have a Sony PSLX430. This is an automatic turntable, and this one's working. The only complaint is it's running the wrong speed. So the fellow that brought it to me asked if I could calibrate it for him, and that's what we're going to do. Let's check it out. These are pretty simple to do. You don't even have to take these ones apart. This was right near the end of turntable production at the time. It features a T4P cartridge, which are the ones that were pre-aligned at the factory. This time I have a Sony PSLX430 fully automatic turntable system. The complaint on this is that the speed is incorrect. I've already removed the cartridge so I don't have to worry about damaging the needle. Let's just put our speed tester on here. Got my RPM gauge on my phone. And we see that, yes, it is running a little bit too hot, as they say. 34. That should be 33 1/3. How about the speed 45? And that's coming in at, well, that's closer, but it's still a little bit hot. 45.2. Let's see if we can get this one correct. This is a belt drive turntable, but it is driven by a DC servo motor. Actually, it's probably not even a servo motor on this one. I don't think this one's that advanced. It's not a servo motor, it's just a DC motor, like 2-speed motor like you'd find on a cassette deck. So let's first of all figure out where the speed adjustment is on this unit. Shouldn't be that hard to find. It's not. 33 speed adjust, 45 speed adjust. We just need to use a small screwdriver through the bottom of the unit. So let's just kind of position it off the bench so I can reach the adjustment holes. We'll turn it back on, set the phone on there, and adjust the speed. This will be a nice quick one. Alright, let's see if I can do this. See if I can see what I'm doing first of all. I can't see the holes on the bottom. I don't feel like getting on the ground and looking for them, so maybe I will find a mirror or something so that I can see what I'm doing. Wrong size. That one should do the job, I think. Okay, we're pretty close. I'm going to grab a record and throw a record on here and play a record while I adjust this so that we've got the drag of the tone arm and the record and everything playing, and we can try to get this thing perfect. So let me go find something that I know that I can probably get away with playing because I've tested it. And it's my opening theme music, by the way. Okay, that speed looks fine. We're going to check the speed for the 45 as well. I'll just stop it and put the record away for now. If that played in silence, it's because it pulled a copyright claim, but I've had this record up, the entire album up on my channel. It's not available to anybody to download. I just put it up as a test to see whether it would. I gotta fix this album. It's falling apart. I've played it so many times. The glue is all failed on it. I had to tape it up. I've played this record so many times. It's interesting. The fellow that did this, he was from Vancouver. He was actually an electrical engineer, and he knew one of the guys that I worked with when I was in the TV business. He knew one of the engineers. In fact, that's how I found out about this album. Was he gave a copy to us to use for intro music for various TV shows. That's how I found out about it. And one of the engineers knew him because they went to school together, and told me about his little project, his little sideline project where he hired a bunch of studio musicians. Well, these guys, considered to be some of the best in the business at the time. This guy's from the Powder Blues Band, Jim McGilvery. He was with Bryan Adams, and so was Jim Valance. He worked with Bryan Adams as well. Anyway, as they put in here, he brought in, as it says in the notes here, spent a year experimenting in the studio with the Vancouver-based and his band of numerous other musicians, and he basically took the cream of the studio musicians of the time and put that little record together, and that was it. One of the guys that I used to work with back in the TV business, and they told me about it, so I had to get it, and it's a great record. And it apparently hasn't bothered to pull any copyright matches, and it probably won't, because I think probably most of the people involved, well, not all of them, but a few of them are no longer around. Dale himself passed away about, I think, 10 years ago. He moved down to the States, and the big C got him. But anyway, that's that. Let's check the speed for the 45. Let's adjust the 45 speed. I think the 45 was a little bit high as well. We'll bring that back where it, well, actually it's not too bad. It's only 45.5. So we'll bring that one down where it needs to be as well. Probably pretty good. It's probably as close as I'm going to get it. This is not a real super high-end precision turntable, but that's at least got the speed in the ballpark where it needs to be. So now you know where the speed controls are on these units. They're on the bottom. You just have to kind of place it off the edge of a table so that you can get to it and tweak it with a small slotted screwdriver. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.